Have to cross.
The actors' voices and ingenious sound effects also bring the pictures to life.
Here's our chance. Ready, set, go!
Thousands of incredible sound effects were created by Gary Rydsrom, 7-time Oscar winner and top sound designer for George Lucas's audio facility, Skywalker Sound.
Well, the first thing you notice about a cartoon when you're doing the sound is that there's no sound to start with. So you have the entire soundtrack to play with, to build up from scratch, which gives you complete control. So animation films are really fun because you can do anything you want.
Rydsrom built all of the sound for the very first computer-animated film. Directed by John Lasseter almost a decade before the first Toy Story, the bizarre but funny short film was about the relationship between two table lamps. Lasseter animated the story, called Luxor Jr., without any sound at all. It was Rydstrom's design that provided most of the film's atmosphere.
Even though we create animation, sound is incredibly important to the storytelling. Gary Rydsrom's the one that taught me that. Gary taught me that how much sound can give a believability, a solidity, a sense of character to our animation.
Ever since their first collaboration, Lasseter has returned to Rydstrom to inject sound into his films. They worked together on the first feature-length computer-animated film Toy Story, and naturally they teamed up again for more chaos and carnage in the sequel, Toy Story 2.
Everybody thinks it's for sound design, but it really is to keep directors happy during the sound design process.
Hey, slow down!
They started working on the soundtrack by recording the dialogue of the 19 actors whose voices drove the animation.
You found it!
Woody once risked his life to save me. I couldn't call
From Buzz Lightyear, performed by Tim Allen, to the cowboy Woody, voiced by Tom Hanks.
Ride like the wind, Bullseye! Hey, howdy, hey! Yee-haw! The prospector! He'll want to meet you!
Animators then created pictures to match the characters' voices.
About Andy?
Once the animation was in place, it was up to Rydstrom to fill in the crucial details to complete the Toy Story universe.
The audience is looking up on the screen going, that's a toy.
You're eternally grateful.
Well, then Gary takes it one giant step further and makes it so when that toy moves, it's alive, but it's made of plastic. It is a toy.
We'll be back before Andy gets home.
Every sound that's going to happen in the film needs to be addressed. So we do have to come up with a whole wagon load of sound effects to get started on a film like this. You know, this is such a classic sound for these bendable straws. A joint movement, we're looking for different ratchet sounds for Barbie's joints move.
One of the most unique sounds in the film was for an overexcited and sloppy horse called Bullseye. Rydstrom was prepared to do anything for the perfect sound.
I had somebody here volunteer to smother their face with peanut butter.
To get the best slurping noises, the poor volunteer had peanut butter licked off his face by a hungry cow. After recording the cow's mouth-watering meal, Rydstrom separated and enhanced each lick and sniff to find the right effect.
Into just licks, you know, taken away from all the other stuff. So really close-up, disgusting licks.
Rydstrom can also control the tone of each audio effect with his synclavier.
It's a sampler keyboard thing. You take real sounds, put it in the computer, and you can play them on the keyboard.
This technology enabled him to help voice a new Toy Story character.
Wheezy is a penguin squeeze toy with a broken squeaker, so they're afraid he might get put in the yard sale.
Yard sale?
We put a little, tiny little squeak of some sort, just a... We breathe through a clarinet mouthpiece. And so a squeaky toy, rhythmic breathing, so that's how you perform it.
Besides, the dust aggravates my condition.
One of the film's busiest audio sequences takes place when the toys need to cross a city street.
We'll have to cross.
They come upon a giant city boulevard with lots and lots of traffic. How are they going to cross it? Well, Buzz gets the idea to hide under the orange caution cones.
Go!
In the traffic sequence, you want a sense of cars passing right overhead. So we do the inverse, actually. We went to overheads on freeways and record down. You can get trucks and cars just kind of zooming underneath you. And then we sweeten that with various sounds to make it seem very close.
By mixing field recordings with the strange sounds of just the right squeaky toy, Rydstrom took the characters of Toy Story 2 to infinity and beyond.